Welcome back to Code Red Apex Legends. We are here in the upper bracket finals.
Upper bracket.
Upper bracket
Winner
finals.
finals.
It's going to be Doc, Viz,
Crafty.
of course Crafty, facing off against Ninja, Richie, and Dizzy. This is going to be a matchup of the ages right now.
Yep.
Now, Disrespect the Craft, they have been putting up some really good numbers, even to rival Kings Canyon.
Yeah, but it's going to be Dizzy's going to be the X factor, man. Let's check out the action right now. We're jumping right back into it. This is going to be the opening match here of round 3, winners finals. Of course, if the winner moves on, they're going to have winner's advantage going up against the losers final. In the lower bracket, we have some good matchups. You know, we have Summit, Josh OG, Bye-Bye going against Visions, Choco Taco and Huskers, and Trainwreck, Linden Rowe going against High Distortion Temple and Wanted. So a lot of big time players in this tournament here in the Code Red Apex Legends in Jameson. Man, I'm excited about this one. I mean, it's two titans in the streaming world of Doc and Ninja going at it. And again, I think King Richard right now going to work here with the alternator right now and the scout. Getting his Bangalore in this roar.
He got some good damage off with that scout, but he has to back away for now.
Yeah,
He's waiting for his team to come on in. Dizzy is here to help him out now, and now they've got them trapped. They're chasing after them, going up the stairs. Dizzy will not relent. There's a second person in, but that's just more fodder for them as they clean up a few, and that's going to be a lot of points already put on the board for that team.
I'm telling you, man, that alternator is pretty good. It's pretty solid. You get yourself with an extended mag on that thing, you can do some really good work with it, and King Richard showing you that. And he's going to pick up a lot of good attachments here. He's going to drop, picks up a wingman and a hemlock. We did see him earlier with the hemlock, so I think that's what he's comfortable with. You know, those two items, of course, he has to pick up a lot of heavy ammo along the way. If you want to look at the score, it's right up on there on the scoreboard. It does its best to update in real time. You can look at the bracket at boom.tv/CodeRed. And yeah, man, if I'm Doc and Vis and Crafty, knowing that I'm going against Kings Canyon, I know I have a tall order to get the job done.
Yeah, and it looked like, you know, Kings Canyon, they were trying to go for a very populated drop, and so they dropped over here at Bridges and now make their way over to Market. Spot one out, you've got that digital threat on the wingman, and now he's chasing.
Yeah.
He sees that they were stuck. That was a great nade coming out, as the Thermite was doing a lot of damage here. King Richie, he's going to try and use his nade.
He's
got
out
the
of ammo. That's
out.
what I was telling you, dude. The running the double ammo. But Ninja saving the day right there, getting King Richard out of trouble. Dizzy showing up to the party. But there is the risk you take of running too heavy, reliant ammo right there. No ammo for King Richard, but luckily, Ninja was right there. We're seeing the teamwork already happen early for Kings Canyon right now. This with a point on the board. Dizzy with 3. And Ninja, I think he's going to get a couple more because that was a squad wipe right there.
Yeah, that was, I believe, 3 kills for Ninja at the end. He had 2 bleedouts, and he got that last hit onto the Gibraltar here. Richard did swap out, of course, that Hemlock for the Spitfire now, and he's got the blue attachment on for it, so he's going to be able to spray down so much damage on people.
Still doesn't have enough ammo, though, for my liking if I'm running around with this kit, but he's going to do very well right now. And as you can see, I think Ninja's getting a little bit more comfortable with Pathfinder. We mentioned it earlier. There is the Dimensional Rift. Dimensional Rift out from Dizzy as they're going to continue to push. There's so many mobility items in this game, and that you're seeing some right now in display.
Definitely, a team had to go bunkers. It was
Roger that. Just getting word from that. Looks like Doc's team has to reset, so Team Vis's point will be taken off the board. So it is still a 6-point advantage. We're going to stay on board with this. Of course, the way it works out, these guys are not in the same lobby. They play on their own map, and they try to frag out as many people as possible.
Yeah, and they have 3 games to do so. If you win your game, that gives you an additional 8 points. That's 3 more than they had during the Twitch Rivals. But this is a different format because they are going head-to-head. It's not just a 4-hour pub stomp, highest kill count, highest wins win. They are going head-to-head. So they need to match for match every single time they go up against their opponent.
And you don't have to worry about some random squad playing hide-and-go-seek. You could actually slay out, as we can see on board. Ninja does get a knock with the wingman. He is getting pushed with the Peacekeeper. Ninja switches over to his Peacekeeper, but then he gets knocked right down. That's going to be a white knockdown shield, not enough, and Ninja has been knocked down and out.
Dizzy is here, though, but again, you have to be careful fighting that angle, especially at the exit, because there's only one angle that, you know, the opposing team has to actually cover when they're making that peek. There's only one angle you can fire from, but it doesn't matter. Richie now pushing forward. He's got that wingman. Will back away as he goes for the reload. He sees the Gibraltar trying to peek out, but instead he thinks better of it, runs away. The Arc Star came in. did distort him just a little bit, but the knock is there. Dizzy takes him out. There is the Wraith now going with the hipfire, takes him out.
Yeah, Dizzy cleaned it up again. Dizzy's really good at closing engagements out with the wingman, and they are able to get Ninja's banner so they could deliver it to Beacon to bring him back into the fight, but the fight is still happening here. Dizzy's gonna have to back up a little bit as King Richard gets knocked, so it's up to Dizzy to hold it down. Dizzy with the nice headshot. Dizzy cleaning that up, getting Gravy right out. 2 squads, and King Richard's telling Dizzy to get out of there, but Dizzy's just gonna back up and clean up all the kills because kills are important in this tournament here. And he's gonna have to deliver, he's gonna have to recover the banner
Richie,
from King Richard and deliver Ninja to bring him back. So it's all on the shoulders of Dizzy right now.
The difficulty is, though, is that there is a squad standing between him and Richie's Beacon. And so he's going to have to try and buy some time. We do see the smoke coming out from that Bangalore route 2 on the digital threat. He's got the high ground now. He's getting some good damage. Ooh, nice headshot coming in. Yeah, 81 damage.
He has the high ground. Again, the digital threat does have the red outline, even though the smoke launcher smokes. Are you thinking you're safe? But if someone has a digital threat on the other side, you're going to be getting clapped right there. And that's a clap right there.
I love the sound of a knock. It sounds like, you know, a doggy yelping. Like,
yeah.
It's just, you feel, it sounds so helpless.
That was actually
know?
Caustic, man.
Yeah.
Big man going up there. Man, Caustic feels like he's moving slow, and Dizzy navigating the squad. And I think he still could get Richie. Richie is really low. I think he may have to lose Richard here, but he still has Ninja in his back pocket right now.
You know, he does have his cooldowns, right? He's got his Q, he's got his W. He can go in. There we go. Never mind. Doesn't matter. It's completely free. 10 seconds left. He's got plenty of time to actually recover Richie. And the respawn is right there, just a short 100 meters away from him.
Yeah, you hear that hype from Ninja. Man, big clutch from Dizzy, putting everybody in a cycle and just getting the dubs, man. That's just it's insane, man. This Kings Canyon has not lost today, and Dizzy has been the MVP for Kings Canyon. And
8 kills so far.
Yeah, it looks like Doc and Vis and Crafty are back up again. This is still the first match, and Doc and Vis have put 3 on the board, and so far it's matching Ninja's kill output. But again, 8 from Dizzy. Dizzy clutches.
And there are 9 other squads still remaining in this lobby. Plenty of people for him to pad his stats on.
But Ninja's landing with no weapons, and he did spot anybody, so it's up to Dizzy to save the day and protect his teammate as he's coming in. Because off the respawn, you have no weapons, nothing. You're just coming like the day you were born with nothing. So let's see what happens here from Ninja.
Luckily, their bodies were right there. So he's going to cover them. He's going to push and get aggressive. While they go for the looting now, they're running away. They spot out 2, and he's got that wingman. But there's only so many angles they could actually peek from. They're behind the shed right now. So Dizzy only has to worry about the left and the right. Ooh, 90.
That guy has to be worried about hitting right in the face.
The Gibraltar instantly calls down his ultimate. He's like, oh, wait, I need to heal up now. And so that is something you can do as a Gibraltar, right? If you need to buy time, if someone's on top of you, you go ahead and throw down your ultimate, your shield.
I would like to see the Void Walk from, the Void Walk from Dizzy could get right inside of all that and not deal with it, but here it comes. But it's there, man. They're just stuck in there.
Yeah, it's like shooting fish in a barrel at this point.
Yeah. Just disgusting to watch. There it is.
Dizzy, he dropped low, so he will use that Q. Remember, you are invulnerable while you use your Q. You can't take any damage. But a third party's come on in. He needs to buy some time to go for this Phoenix kit right now. 7 more seconds. Will he be able to get it off? We've got ultimates coming in also. Is it Richie's?
No,
it doesn't look like it. It looks like it was the other squads. He has to back away now. His Q's coming up in another second, so he will be able to get out here without taking any damage. No, safely gets out without having to use his Q at all.
Man, what talking about seconds down to 25 HP. Dizzy's right back at Ninja, still hanging right behind the shed, and his team is still sitting up west. He's going to go ahead and try to pepper, open up this engagement with a knock, and that's what you need to do. Ninja going up to the top. He could use the zip line just to get right behind. That's what I'm talking about. Headshot, knock, diddle hitting all 4s. And here comes King Richard and Dizzy pushing in forward. He's looking for himself for a nice opening. And look at this nice Enas going left and right here. Just spraying down his fire. There's Ninja, as predicted, using that zip line, getting right in the face. And Dizzy cleaning up on that nice flank right there as Ninja was pushing right up in the right HP gut play right up the front.
That is another full squad. That 3 more points put on the board for Kings Canyon now, as the zone should be moving shortly. 2 more minutes.
Jamerson, I just don't know what
job,
Doc,
good recovery.
Viss, and Crafty need to
How many
do
kills
to
you
keep
got,
up
Minge?
with
I mean,
Kings Canyon.
what about you,
Not
Viss?
100% sure. I mean,
11.
these guys have a system down.
Still 17.
Wingmen all over the place.
Yeah.
Clean up those shots. Have Ninja, you know, set up some flanks. Have Ninja put some pepper, some damage down, and just have Dizzy just clean it all up. I mean,
And-
it is working.
And very fast rotations. This is also what you can do as a Wraith, of course. Use your portals just to give, just to allow your team to rotate fast. And so now they're making their way on over towards airbase. There's still a minute and a half. They've got the balloon here they can even use. There's 5 of the squads remaining left in this lobby, 13 other players for them to try and hunt down.
For those of the people that are watching that were used to the other tournament, this is not, there's no standings. It's just simply head-to-head. The most kills in the round between 3 maps, you move on to the next round in the bracket. It's very different.
Yeah.
It's not a kill
Yeah,
race.
yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
just,
you're
it's
right. We
team to
should
team,
go.
trio to trio, and we'll see how it all
definitely
shakes
plan.
out. And right now, you look at the scoreboard in the top right, Ninja's team, Kings Canyon, is 19-6. Doc, Viss, and Crafty have to hope that somebody, a hero, in these public lobbies steps up and knocks out Kings Canyon.
Yeah.
They came very close to doing it, Jamerson. It just
Very
could not
close.
get the job done.
Now, we do have to mention right now. So, DrDisrespect the Craft, the other team, they did have to restart their match. They had a crash, and so they restarted
Richard's
game
down?
number 1.
Oh, Richard's down.
Richie
Richard's
is down.
So it's up to Ninja and the Peacekeeper. It looks like Ninja's going to get this high ground using that Pathfinder. Mobility's going to go right into the lion's
Oh, no.
mouth.
He has to drop down from that zip line now, down to about 20 HP.
Not a lot of health, man. He's going
He's
to
got
pop these
syringes,
syringes.
too.
He's going to be down for a while. Dizzy's going to go ahead and get the res on King Richard as the there's the med kit.
We'll safely get the resurrect off. Or excuse me, yeah,
Yeah,
the
it brings
the
back.
revive off. But again, these meds not looking too great so far. This is the Phoenix kit for NRG's King Richie here.
I wonder what Dizzy's going to go ahead and cause a lot of distraction. Maybe Ninja could reuse that zip line if he wanted to, but he gets pushed on right from the Bangalore. He's going to do the work with the Spitfire.
Again, that's what I'm saying. You gotta have faith in that hip fire. It is so
man.
good, especially when you're only 2 meters away.
If I had Dizzy's aim, I would have faith in my headshot game because that's what's happening with Dizzy. Dizzy getting a nice knock at the headshot. He's just pushing on this poor guy right here with the purple armor. I mean, you're going to need gold armor going against Dizzy. The shots are going raining down, and there's the down right there. Ugh.
It's easy for him. He just pushes forward. He doesn't really worry much
Do
at
you
all.
think Dizzy knows the different heights for all the other characters to get that perfect headshot?
I
Because
think so.
he
He's got it.
automatically went to the higher height right there and was able to get that crazy knock. I know he didn't get any headshots, but I was watching his aim reticle and went immediately to the top of the door.
No, playing so many FPSs and having so much FPS experience, you have these habits, right? You're supposed to know what the headline,
No, that's smart, though. That's
excuse
smart.
me, headshot heights are of
Right.
every character, and you're supposed to know these angles. So when you're pushing forward, you let the AD, you let your movement do the aiming for you instead of constantly having to track and get ready for
Right.
that angle.
Right.
And so you're seeing that experience. Dizzy, only 18 years old. He looks like a
18?
veteran. 18 years old.
Man, man, I don't even know what I was doing when I was 18. Good Lord, this guy's a
I was
beast.
working at Hollywood Video. I'm showing off my age.
Dude,
by
shout
now.
out to Hollywood Video,
Yeah.
dude.
Rip Hollywood Video.
Was it every Tuesday's got that new video release?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I love Hollywood Video. Hollywood Videos, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, did you used to hide the games? I used to hide the games. I used to get Friday was payday for mom and dad. I used to hide the games behind the lesser known titles. Put that
Kind
new
of sandwich
release.
it in.
Oh yeah. And then if I went and there was no game, that new game was there, I looked behind every single game, brother. I knew the tricks of the trade.
I remember during the Gears launch, that was the nuttiest launch that we had. Gears of War way back in the day at Hollywood Video. We had lines for people coming to try and rent it.
Yeah, it looks like lines of people are lining up for headshots from Dizzy. You just step on up, Jay. Get right back to the lobby. Nice work with the digital threat and the wingman. I feel like I'm a broken record, but you're seeing. I mean, you pointed out, Jamerson. He's keeping the target reticle dead center, and he's letting the movement
Oh, right
do
here,
the
right
dance.
here, right here. I was right. See, look where they just came
They
from.
spotted
I
out
was
another
right.
team here
Man,
as he
this-
goes up on that balloon. He's going to swanton right on top of him.
Oh, I love the swanton bomb.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Old habits die hard,
coming
and
all
when
three
you have
here.
the opportunity to swanton, you are going to swanton. He's right on top of him. 90 headshot as he chases down more targets there. Spots out one, changes targets quickly.
Stop.
He's got the R99 spraying down on him, even with
He's
the
already
slide
dead.
movement there.
Stop.
Woo! Dizzy with 15 kills in that game.
Hyping Ninja up. Big games right there. filled with Red Bull to the T. King Richard 2. Stop it. Look at the look. Okay, look. DrDisrespect, Respect the Craft is putting in a team effort, but when you have a monster putting in, look at the damage dealt. This squad is damaging the entire lobby. Over 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000 over. Like, it's an impeccable team that's happening right now. I mean,
31 kills plus 8. That puts them at 39 after the first round of this match here in the upper brackets.
We got to jump on board and see what's going down with Doc's team, because Doc, again, what's happening is that they are working together as a team. Here we go on board with Doc, and they have to look at that.
Now, they had a late start. That's what you have to remember. This is still the first round for DrDisrespect.
Right. With 7 squads left, there's about 17 members left in the lobby. They could still put in the work together. This team sticks together as a unit. They are a trio that sticks together. So let's see what happens. Vis is laying down some fire with the Hemlock.
But the thing is, even if they kill every last remaining player in this game, that puts them at 30 points. That's still one less. But as you can see on this scoreboard, Savvy has gone 2, so they are taking away points from the Doc.
Man, that was a big, nice spray from Doc. He used the carbine again. Doc using that portal overlay, coming from another dimension, fighting this two-time, the back-to-back 1993, 1994 Blockbuster, not Hollywood Video Champion. Blockbuster Video Game Champion has to do a lot of work here to go up against Kings Canyon, and they're kitted out very well. I know they like to move together as a unit. They're going to have to try to start exploring being by themselves.
But at this point, they cannot match the score of the first round coming out.
They just can't get too far behind in the opening match.
Yeah, it's about, just stemming the bleeding and just making sure that the difference going into round number 2 isn't that vast. Now they have made their way on over to Marketplace towards the cave just north of it. Good movement, actually spotting them out and using the ultimate to zone them into these very isolated fights. That's going to be the quick kill coming up from the Doc.
Doc going to work right there with the carbine. He's very comfortable with his gun. On board here with Vis. Vis with the wingman and flatline does have a skull piercer on the wingman, so he's going to do some major hit points with those headshots. I just feel like, it's really tough. It's really tough to compete. But the good thing is in terms of different tournaments, duo squads from other games, Battle Royales, you do not see the score. So they're going to see the score at the end of the day and go like, wow, okay, these guys put in some big points. Of course, maybe their chat's updating them how the other team's doing. But in this format, you're going toe-to-toe. Everybody's on their own separate map. I have to say, like, it's going to be tough, but I think this team could do it. Doc is showing up at the right time with 8 kills.
Yeah, you can see right now it's 8, 6, and 5, and it was Crafty that carried them really through that first match that we watched. Crafty was just really going off and ham, like basically with about 40 points, I believe, after the end of the first 3 rounds of the first match of the day. So now it's Doc who's actually the kill leader in this game. Remember, this is just the first round.
First round, yeah. Doc has spotted someone. That's a sick skin for that wingman, by the way.
Honestly, okay, so even though the legendary skins are really cool, I like the epic skins because they've got that movement, they've got the glowingness to them.
Oh, that glowingness, hitting that 90 headshot with a big hit from the skull piercer. Nice work from Vis, getting the shots down. Vis, again, a veteran in Battle Royales. Man, he had a crazy streak in streaming with PUBG. That man, like, almost streamed it almost like a year and a half straight with no breaks. So Vis has put in the grind, and Vis is putting in the grind right now. And he is no slouch himself in the competitive scene. Vis is always here to play. He's always here to game. He's doing very well right now. Like I was saying, this is going to be, team effort versus the All-Star. It's like the Detroit Pistons versus the LA Lakers. You know what I'm saying? You got Kobe on one side, and you have this full team squad of the Pistons all together, working together, being a well-oiled machine to go up against the Goliath known as Dizzy. And that's what's going to happen. They're going to need that work.
They really do. And they are actually, very even across the board, but now it's coming down to the final squad. And again, we had mentioned that they couldn't match the score of Kings Canyon just because there were other gamers in the lobby who took away frags from them, but they're coming on to the last remaining members here. Might just be a solo. He runs into the smoke, and now he is on the hunt. Viz trying to track him down. He's not Bloodhound, but he's still going to try and push on through. He's got that flat line. We'll be able to take him out, and that is going to be the extra 8 points added onto the scoreboard.
So clutch, man. So clutch.
I mean, it's a clutch thing.
Oh, yes.
They're feeling it, but I know once you look at the score, if you look at it, it's I mean, the Billy, if Dizzy was by himself, sure, Doc and Vis and Crafty would be in this fight, but he has two other Slayers who are Slayers in other Battle Royale. So both teams, I agree with Shinny in the chat, Shinsuba, popped off. They went full send, but I mean, you have to find that extra layer, that extra gear. Is it there? Is it there?
Is it there? I mean, it looks like it. Everyone is just going ham right now, but we're going to be able to jump on over to round number 2, game number 2.
The action doesn't stop,
For Keys Canyon, we do not stop. Instantly swapping on over. Already, take a look. We've got Dizzy with 3 kills, Richie with 1, and Ninja with 1. 5 points in this round, and half the server still remains as they have now finding themselves in a fight just very close to Skull Town over here, just short of it, south of it right now. That's going to be a full team cleanup coming out. Dizzy now with 5 kills.
Man, again, before we move on, man, shout out to the production team for getting this action right out the go, right out the bat, getting right back into the action. I love it. I mean, this is what's really cool about this format. We have 2 teams going toe-to-toe, trying to get as many frags as possible on their own map, so you get to see them in their own skill set. Maybe one day we get to see these guys in the same lobby, because that would be insane. Now, that's a different kind of ball game, ladies and gentlemen. But, yeah, man, Dizzy is just going to work. And I think right now they're very, very in tune. You know, this is the second time they've been competing in a tournament together. And that other tournament happened on Tuesday. So we're talking about, you know, a couple days apart.
It's a very short turnover
Very short turnover for them.
Like, from Dizzy getting announced that playing with Ninja and King Richie, and then playing inside that huge, you know, 100K tournament, being able to work together this well. I mean, you know, Dizzy, he just needs someone to help bait out some shots, and there we go. He succeeds. He can run these games solo. When he streams, he plays a lot of solos where he's playing with randoms, and he's posting up great numbers. Now, what happens when you have someone else that can basically match your aim, match your tempo, keep up with you, and give you that extra support for you to succeed? Well, that's what happens. He gets 48 points for his team.
Yeah, they're going to need some pub hero to show up now. On board with Dizzy. Dizzy does catch somebody, and he's just popping this guy right in the back. If you show your back to somebody, you're going to be dead. Ooh, that guy did put some good damage, man. Put some good damage.
Scary. Ninja has gotten knocked here, but Richie and Dizzy are here to cover him. It looks like they were able to clean up the team, so Ninja is safer now. No! Here comes the multis.
Yeah, here comes an ultimate, the Rolling Thunder coming in hot. For those,
and some nades.
Yeah, this guy's that's the person who popped the Rolling Thunder thinking that they were safe from Dizzy's reach, but Dizzy snatches that man's life.
Oh, he's got the self-res too, but he doesn't get too greedy for that kill.
Look at that.
Dizzy,
he's using that man as a shield. Using that man as a body shield. That's like 200 IQ plays right there.
That's right.
He's going to go ahead and try to res Ninja. I think Ninja's really close to about 15 seconds left, so he could stay alive right there.
Yeah.
He went ahead, and the good thing is there is no team damage, so there's no, you know, he could throw out those nades and Ninja's going to be just fine.
But that's the important thing that you were talking about, right? Because there's no team damage, but you do actually still soak up those bullets. You don't take the damage from it, but that's why Dizzy was actually using the guy as a shield. Not just for the knock shield, that gold knock shield that can soak up some damage, but also just his body. If his teammate tries to shoot at him, the bullets don't pierce.
Right,
and so he's going to be able to soak that up that way.
I mean, I really dislike that sometimes when your teammate, they see someone right, when you're trying to hit something, your teammate's blocking, like, dude, move, I'm trying to get this shot in. But it looks like some rain fire down from above is going to happen with this wingman right now, as some guys, poor guys, right underneath the ship. And Ninja with no armor, though, and as he goes down again with that lack of armor, but what a nice hit from downtown, raining the fire down from the ship. I'm just telling you, man, the wingman at a range is still effective because there is no damage drop-off for that much.
It's a pretty long distance. I think something like 60 or 90 meters. I can't quite remember right now, but the damage drop-off for the ringman, excuse me, for the wingman. But the distance that they're playing on, especially right there by Skull Town on top of the ship, everyone's coming into the valley, and it's all within the range of its damage.
Yeah, being the loot barge being here is creating so much traffic. And this is a little bit of the RNG with Apex Legends in these kill tournaments. Having the loot barge here in a high traffic area has created a valuable opportunity. And I don't know where I came up with the term, but this is a meaty lobby, so a lot of meat here for these guys to eat. So they're doing really, really well right now, and they're just keep growing the league. And we're seeing on the other side, Crafty able to get some couple more kills, some frags. It is 18. It's the 18 carry all that. 26.
A lot.
There's literally 26 to Dizzy's 25. It's like if you're watching an NBA game, you're like, yeah, so and so was able to outscore the opposition team, and that's what's happening with Dizzy, man. It is like the second quarter, and Dizzy's putting up monster points.
Richie sitting at 3 himself, though. He's trying to keep up, and at this point, it's just Dizzy.
I mean, it keeps you going, man. You're seeing your teammate going. Now
too.
you have that inner competition with them amongst your squad mates that you want to pop off as well. Like, exactly. So, you're seeing some other. Also what it does, Jamerson, it makes you loose. You're seeing like this guy is like going off. It keeps you loose. It keeps you like no matter what's gonna happen. I know Dizzy has my back. I know that Dizzy's going to be able to clutch it. So, you're a little aggressive. You go for those crazy plays. You go for something that you would never do. And that's what we're seeing right here with Kings Canyon.
We're seeing that. And honestly, you're all right. Honestly, at the end of the day, you just have to survive long enough when you're taking these 3v1s for Dizzy to do his work and then come over and help you out too.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing it all day today. Dizzy has been the cleaner. I don't know if you watch wrestling, all right?
Yeah.
Professional wrestling. There's a man named Kenny Omega, a.k.a. the cleaner, who says good night and good luck and something like that. I'm misremembering, but that dude is the cleaner. That dude
I'm grabbing that one. I got it.
just is insane, and that's what Dizzy is. He's putting people to bed with that wingman.
Got the Mastiff up. It's going to go into the hands of King Richie here, but King Richie still needs to find some better armor. He's sitting on the gray one, so he's at 150 HP. If you want to take these late game fights, you're going to need a lot more than that. If someone picks up that Kraber, one body shot and then maybe 2 bullets into you, and you're done. You're dead.
Yeah.
You need to find better armor at this point. But again, you are just sitting to your circumstances. You are just left to your circumstances here because they're rotating so quickly, not able to loot, as quickly as they want. They're missing some things. I wonder if they ever picked up that golden knockdown shield.
It's goodbye and good night, by the way. That is the catchphrase of Kenny Omega, and that's what Dizzy's doing. He's just telling everybody goodbye and good night. He's putting everybody to bed on board with King Richard here, just trying to get a void from that Rolling Thunder himself. I like those indicators. We talked about it. Just to be able to get away from that. I'm surprised King Richard does not have great shield. And I wanted to bring this up earlier. When your guys, for a tip, if you're looking into a death box and you just killed somebody, you could pick up their armor, and if your teammate hasn't switched out that armor is always going to be replenished, no matter how much damage you did to that person. So you're always going to find that armor at a full percent. So if you're running around and your armor is low, switch it out for another armor. That's a
in
great
the middle
tip.
of a fight, it's huge.
It's a
it can be
huge thing to
huge
do.
because it could be an instant 50 heal, 75, 100 heal, depending. Oh, Ninja's gone down. He did trade away, but it wasn't with the person who knocked him. They're trying to instantly thirst him. Remember, you have 2 separate kind of like indicators there. You don't really bleed out in this game. It takes a while for it. It's about a minute. Now he has to back away. Richie with the Phoenix kit is going to rely upon Dizzy.
Dizzy's at a full HP, so Dizzy's going to be able to lead the charge right there. Dizzy's getting 2 knocks as King Richard is backing up and getting that
Finishes
res.
them off.
Yeah, and then the banner for Ninja is available to recover. But again, it's the armor. Not having great armor is hurting King Richard because he's getting hit really bad. But the Mastiff with the big bite. With a big knock right there. King Richard's being okay. Still not a great armor. That level 1 armor is just getting shredded. But Dizzy's coming in hot, and hey, Dizzy got the cleanup right there.
They just need to find the third, but wow, he gets tagged before he can even react. The passive was there, but it just wasn't enough for him to get out of harm's way now.
Here
Dizzy?
comes the clutch. Can Dizzy clutch it out? Out goes some nades and trying to clean up Richard. Gonna cut a couple of shots, just shatters that
135 right there, 3 shots in a row.
Yeah, 3 shots in a row. Gets it, trying to kick the door open. Ding dong. Out you go. Some big plays from Dizzy. He's gonna get the res on King Richard, but man, it's just having the safety blanket of Dizzy. It's just being a big thing right now. I mean, that's what's keeping this team in it. Look on another side though. We have 29 points being put up from DrDisrespect, Viss, and Crafty. And it's still not enough against Dizzy. Dizzy has 31 points in match 2. It's gonna take a public hero to show up, or it's gonna take a big mistake from Dizzy, King Richard, Ninja. I've been watching a lot of different streams of Apex Legends to prepare for this tournament. I've seen the best go down. I've seen the best go down to a random grenade. All that needs to go Doc's way for this to continue on, or not. they're going to be in the winners, the grand finals.
Yeah, again, though, it's about being able to rely upon your teammates. Watching Dizzy throughout the last week, he's playing solos, and, you know, he's not baiting out his teammates as he usually would. He just takes these 3v1s confidently all the time up against squads, but now he's also got the backup of Richie and Ninja laying in good damage, distracting the opponents, and he's able to really capitalize upon that. That's why within 2 games, he's already got 31 kills. It's the final squad left in this game. Now, we have to remember, again, there was a little bit of a false start coming out for DrDisrespect the Craft on the other side, so they are a little bit behind King Richie, Ninja, and Dizzy. They probably still have about 4 or 5 opponents remaining in their lobby, so they can get closer to trying to tie this out.
You know what? One of the things I've been noticing though is that the way Dizzy plays with Wraith, like I'm not seeing the Void as many people use it. A lot of people use it to flank or get away from the action. He actually uses it just to give him an opportunity to breathe and to slow down the action. We saw him pop it once. He doesn't use the dimensional ref a lot. I mean, I just think he just likes the way the character uses. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of, you know, the Rift is great for flanking or pushing through or getting out of a situation, but I think Dizzy just doesn't put himself at those disadvantages. And again, you know, Ninja's still learning the Pathfinder. I think he's going to use I would use the zipline just to get a better angle out of here. You know, maybe, you know, to be able to get Richard and Dizzy towards him. So
he doesn't even have to use it. He could just go ahead and throw it out to them. They come to him, and then they push onto these guys in caves.
He doesn't have it just yet. He's about to pop it, so I'm expecting him to turn around and pop the. I mean, again, that comes with more, you know, experience in rocking, and the guy does have gold armor, so he has to be careful here. But that's what I'm saying, man. The Pathfinder, there's lots of things that we haven't unlocked yet. You know, he's not using the grappling hook. Those are the things that he will be able to get to, you know, more and more experience using this legend.
Ooh. Dizzy, he's got the sniper, gets the knock onto that.
He has the 50 count. Oh my God.
It's so funny watching like the Wraith running animation with it when she's got it on the side, like, because that thing is as big as Wraith.
Right.
Like the model's matched like precise for size. It looks ridiculous. It looks like something out of an anime.
Right. Yeah. For sure. That the ninja run style. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine Sasuke running around with that?
But look at the big numbers from the other side of things, man. Crafty, Vis, and Respect are putting a show itself on the other side of things. Again, if you want to look at their streams, you could go to boom.tv/CodeRed. This is the place that we're going to jump around all the different streams here.
Click on their profile, and the link is right there. It's great.
It's right there.
It even shows up on stream.
If you want to take a peek, and of course here, me, Sancho West, and Jet Set Jamerson breaking down the action. And here comes the zip line. This is what I need to see. He's going to be able to get that high angle as King Rick is going to hold down that angle right there on top of the roof. He's going to fly right through it. Ooh, I like it. Billy Goat right up.
Now he's got the Eva 8 out. Does some good damage, but he's going to be able to Wraith out. Oh, Wraith into the middle of a team, has to back away. Ninja still has some shield to work with as he starts to get the spray down with the flatline. But the flatline, even though you get a purple mag onto it, it doesn't have that much in it. Now he's down to 18 bullets in it.
He's going to have to loot another death box here, or he's just going to rely on the Eva 8. There is 3 squads left, but that was a great use of the zip line to get to that high ground for Ninja, and that allowed King Richard to make that pinch. That was a great play. Those are the things that you have to do with Pathfinder. You have to create a lot of chaos using your zip line, create those angles for your teammates.
That's really good, especially when it's so difficult sometimes to challenge a high ground in these games.
Yeah, that was
having
great.
the ability just to do it like that. Now, as he mantles up, he spots one down. He's a few shots off at him, but he knows that there are others around. He doesn't have any more bullets for that flatline, so he's going to run that Eva 8, but oh, the Eva 8, with that fire rate, when you have the purple bolts on it, it's so fast.
Oh, yeah. Very dangerous as well. He's going to catch someone coming right in, and boom, oh, but he does go down right there. He does put that guy weak on one shot.
He did 120 damage.
Yeah, basically it was a trade. I mean, at that point, you just get that nice trade, and look at that. Just big numbers and the 8 points. King Canyon has been undefeated so far in Code Red, Apex Legends. It's just so many wins right now, and I'm just looking at the scoreboard, and I'm just looking for answers just for, you know, Team Disrespect, the craft. So, you know, big monster numbers. That was a total 34 squad points. We'll get that as soon as we can queued up to jump on side, the other side. Well, you know.
It was 39 plus, I think, 42, so... You know what? I'm gonna let our mods do the math here.
Right.
I'm gonna let the mods do the math there.
Yeah.
But
let's go jump on board.
Game number 3 now.
Let's do it. Jump on board the other side of the action. Doc is still in match 2, and
match number 2.
I'm hearing a lot of action, and Doc does go down. He did get to an elimination though. They're down by a boatload of points. We're talking about double-digit 20 big bombs. So let's see what happens with Crafty, Vis, and Doc. Let's see if they can bring it back again. There's 3 squads left. Right now, Doc has 5, Crafty has 8, Vis has 4.
In here.
There's 2 squads remaining, so 6 possible points for them remaining, along with that bonus of 8 if they get the win. And they looks like they caught out a team that might have just rezzed someone. Caught AFKing, looting the box there. We have Viz getting a great spray down with that Spitfire, and that's the dirtiest part about the Spitfire. When you have that purple mag on there, you have more than enough bullets to actually just spray down more than 2 opponents. You have so much damage potential in that gun alone.
That's why it's a higher weapon over the Devotion, and he catches some guy hanging in the trees trying to be sneaky. Ooh, what a great elimination, and Crafty as well, getting some nice limbs as well. But yeah, the Spitfire, I mean, it doesn't take a lot to kit it out. The one, heavy ammo is everywhere, and we've mentioned this before. I mean, a lot of people like the Devotion with the turbocharger, but I mean, you can't really find turbochargers sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to.
You can't really find the energy
weapon, but that's why the Spitfire is king when it comes to that. And you said so yourself. You could not only you could focus on one team, and also you could finish with the same clip as well. So, you know. What the one thing is just you're looking at it is 20, 12, and 13. You can't. I mean, it's like any other team that went up against Doc's team right now would be losing.
Yeah.
But with the addition of Dizzy, it's just not an easy feat. Not an easy feat at all. Again, we are watching the chat right now. This is game 2 of the winners finals. Let us know in the chat on twitch.tv/esportsarena and use the hashtag CodeRedLive on Twitter, on Instagram. Let us know how you've been enjoying the action, how you've been enjoying the breakdowns. I'm Sancho West. This is Jet Set Jamerson on Twitter as well. You got Instagram?
I do use Instagram, but like very infrequently, you know.
Take a picture of your food, dogs.
That's basically what it is. That's basically all it is, a food journal for me.
And then random photos of you on the beach. I hear you, brother. I hear that. Let's see. The balloon action flying in, and they're going to push towards artillery here.
Yeah, they're just trying to find the final squad. It's going to be a 3v3, possibly. They want every single kill, so they're hoping it's going to be a full team here. They know they were already down after the end of the first round. They want to just try and keep this game as close as possible going into the 3rd round of this match.
Yeah, and if you do not want to go to a loser's bracket situation in the grand finals with Dizzy's team, because you're going to have to reset the bracket, and you're going to have to hope that luck falls on your side twice. And we've only heard one team going down early. Of course, we had the other teams out there, Nikkei 30 team, Summit's team, Trainwreck's team. We didn't see any of their action. Maybe they went down early as well. But we're seeing the top squads in today's Code Red Apex Legends tournament go all the way to the end most of the time.
Ooh, there's a Kraber.
Come on, Dak.
We got seen some good work coming out from Dizzy earlier. He got that collateral, that 2-for-1, 1 bullet, 2 kills.
I think that's the Warlord skin. That Warlord skin is pretty cool. It's like a tiger stripe, red and black, totally fitting the Champions Arena's color scheme right there. Crafty gonna uses the sight of the Alt Father. Pings doesn't get any pings right there. Again, I'm not seeing a lot of Wraith, Void Walk, or Dimensional Rift. We'll just see what's going down all over the place.
Yeah, they're still trying to spot it out. This is a huge circle, by the way, for 2 squads. 2 squads, and there are so many different angles because there are all these little canyons that people can be rotating in from that you have to watch out for. Artillery's still kind of alive, and so they could be coming in from there.
It
could
be just one guy.
Yeah, it could also just be one guy. But like you had mentioned earlier on today that, we're not in a race, right? We are just going to be playing out these 3 games. And so it doesn't matter about how long it takes you to hunt this down guy, as long as you hunt him down and get that points. But it was a different case on Tuesday when you had only 4 hours to try and play as many games as possible. So I like to change the format here.
I like to change the format.
Yeah.
I mean, it was such a huge advantage, because do you either back out? Do you sacrifice at 5 points or just get another match in? It kind of reminds me, of Fortnite with the pop-up cuffs. Where you have the ability to, do I land hot and tilt it and get all those frags and then leave? There's so many different questions when it comes to, kill incentivized tournament right here. And as we see, we mentioned it's really cool because you could kind of take your time. You don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to do anything drastic. You can just, do your thing. And I want to point out, all these content creators, do have their links on the boom.tv/CodeRedBracket. Give them a follow if you can. Give them a sub. You have a Twitch Prime sub. You could go ahead and
Twitch
give
Prime?
Yeah, Twitch Prime. You know, part of Amazon Prime. It's a free sub. It doesn't cost you anything, and they still get paid out for Amazon Prime. You can tell that I've been in Prime again. But what's really
Use creator code. Wait, do you have a creator code?
I do have a creator code. But yeah, you support these guys in any way as possible because they are here. You know, they are putting on a show, and of course, shout outs to Boom TV Esports Arena for having us, and shout outs to you guys in chat, man. Chat is blowing up as well. You know, we have a nice viewing community today, so it's all good, man. And here they come. They found the billy goat trapped
I
upside.
hate fighting here so much when you don't have the tools to actually get up there well.
Oh, with the nice
They
use of
just
the arc
dropped out
star.
and give up the high ground.
Well, the motor strike and the arc star changes a lot of questions, and that's it.
Ooh. You have to also remember that the frag grenades in this game actually displace a lot. So that could have also been a lot part of it. But hey, they finished it out. They get the +8, but they are still behind the curve right now.
Yeah, no, you
You
can't.
cannot, you heard him, you cannot lose a game in this tournament.
You
These
can't.
+8s are making a huge difference right now, and especially up against a squad that are just putting up a lot of kill numbers themselves.
Yep, and I think they're just looking for answers.
At this point, it's about trying to rotate as quickly as possible. It's about taking every balloon, swantoning on every single squad you
We're down
fight,
by
and
10.
hoping that you've got like 4 or 5 squads right there in that fight, and you coming out the victor in that skirmish.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what they're saying.
We
Crafty just pointed out they're down by 10. So
WQ'd around the entire
let's see what's
map.
going to happen on match 3 of King's Canyon. And let's see how that's shaking out. You hear the gunfight all over the place. And King Richard's actually down, so it's another moment for Ninja and Dizzy here outside a bunker. Ninja ziplining in right into the fray. He's going to have to give Dizzy some time here. And Ninja going to work, gets the down with the flatline, giving the piece of the Peacekeeper, misses a shot on the right on the Wraith, gets the second elimination. That is the job as Ninja saves the day and gets the banner. What a big play from Ninja right there.
That puts him at 5 kills. I believe Dizzy's at like 4 right now, and Richie was at 3, so a good split. Everyone contributing in this game so far. We're already halfway through game number 3, it looks like, for Kings Canyon now, and they're in a great centralized location. And so they can move every which way, north, south, west, or east, and probably find another squad very quickly.
Yeah.
Richie does have to be respawned, though. I don't see on the mini-map any place close for them. There is another one on the other side of this beacon. Should be southwest of Bunker.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Sometimes these beacons they're very deceptively far. Usually like 200, 300 meters away from where you have this engagement. And, I mean, that's really good though. And also, for those of you who are new, like you don't have to. The person that picked up the beacon does not have to deliver it. It could be another teammate that could deliver the beacon. So, as you can see, Ninja's going to make his way towards the loot barge. There is a
The beacon just
I think he
east
got,
of runoff has already been used.
yeah, somebody has used it, so he's going to have to travel a little bit deeper into maybe towards. Oh, actually, Ninja does see somebody here. He's going to fly right in with the Prowler. Does not have. But he does find someone with gold armor.
there's 2 of them.
He's going to be in trouble here.
Oh no, he misses his first Peacekeeper shot. 109!
Oh.
I hate when that happens though. You hit the 109 and then the next one 10.
Yeah. I like that. I got to give the shout out to the gamer tag I twerk for waffles. Who doesn't twerk for waffles?
Well, I twerk for waffle fries.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
For waffle fries.
I love that. I love that.
You know, from Chick-fil-A, it's a Friday. It's not Sunday, so they're open today, luckily.
Hey. As we're seeing right there, Ninja is, as I've been saying throughout the entire tournament, he's getting more and more comfortable as Pathfinder. He just picked up Pathfinder. This is the second time he has been using it in the competitive scene, and he is making some plays with it. And again, it's just him being comfortable. And then once he gets comfortable, and I honestly thought when that gold shield was popped, I thought Ninja was dead. Luckily, that lifeline was stuck in the mud a little bit, couldn't react quickly enough. But granted, Ninja did like Batman right on top of them. So
And he still got the flatline, and honestly, like flatline, you can tell it's not the greatest gun for a protracted fight. Like taking a 1v1 with the flatline is fine. Taking a 2v1 is very dangerous. 'Cause
Very
even though
dangerous.
you've got the purple extended mag on it,
Right.
you're left with a 30 clip size. Spitfire with the purple mag puts him at 60. He spots one out. Every bullet connecting here. Now he's going to be able to push forward. Will be able to confirm on that first knock and secures that kill.
yeah, that guy's really weak as he's running away, and he's going right into the Rolling Thunder. The good thing is Ninja was able to pick up that gold armor off the bat, so off the dead body. He does see this person right here. Headshot. He gets really hit, man. That Rolling Thunder has concussed him a little bit, but it doesn't matter.
Nice.
102.
102. What a big play right there from Ninja.
Oh, no.
Oh, somebody
What?
lifeline sitting on top of a crate.
She's trying to battery herself right now.
It's an awkward fight.
Another guy north.
Okay, another guy north is called. They still haven't been able to actually resurrect King Richie. There is a beacon there, though.
Right now?
Yeah.
But they've got 3 minutes for them to actually get that resurrection off, so they're going to be able to take time,
Man, that is,
reset.
it is the worst when you're playing and you see someone sitting on a crate. Like, it is, no matter what the game is, someone sitting on a crate in the corner is always an awkward fight. Like, it just gets into this weird thing. And as they're going to catch someone, I think someone's trying to get this res right here. So someone just used that beacon.
Oh, so they're not going to be able to get it off here. They were just late.
A little bit late. There's 6 squads left, including themselves right there.
But
I think they're going to get this free kill, though.
that's going to
smart.
be exactly another free kill for them.
This
It's
guy,
fine.
poor guy, walking in with nothing. But actually, they're getting the res there. But doesn't matter.
That's another kill for them.
Yep.
Lifeline's gone. Third person coming in now. He's dropping in from the ship, and he should fall very shortly. Dizzy getting some free kills.
Okay.
But now they've got to find another resurrection location. It looks like there we go. They do spot one out just east of them on that hill.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of talking about where to find the next squad right now. And Ninja, though, not looting a lot of heavy ammo. He only has 39, so he doesn't have a lot in his back pocket here. I mean, he's going to have to be very... I think we're going to see a situation where he's going to go up amount of ammo.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it happen with the Doc earlier today. I mean, when you're playing with this high octane, you know, violence, speed, and momentum, you're going from encounter. You sometimes tend to loot as poorly. You know, and it's not saying that Ninja has poor loot skills. It's just he just needs to, you know, work on that in terms of in this high octane play.
I'm surprised they go for this respawn hub here, where they had another opportunity to go for the one that was actually outside, but I guess they felt it was a little bit too open. But you can find yourself kind of stuck in this location as people rotate in from the different angles of that cave, of that valley. Now Richard, able to finally get back in. He's tagged back into this matchup here. He took a nice little break
I love it.
for some time.
King Richard, give him the hot tag, brother. Coming on in, probably going to clean house. He does that. Wow, that is a good pod. Those were great pods for coming right into the action.
Hemlock and Wingman,
yeah. And if you wanted a G7 Scout, you got it right there. I mean,
he's got a level 1 armor also. Not bad at all.
Phenomenal pod, and he has a lot of ammo right there. Ninja taking his home an encounter right here as Richard with the...
Gibraltar's low. No shield.
Oh, poor Gibraltar. I mean, why does that always sound familiar? Gibraltar's low. I've seen that. I feel like I made that call out 1,000 times myself. Big man low. As they're going to go ahead and get this free kill from this respawn. That's like, man, a big red flag. Like, kill me right here. On board with Ninja. As he's going to go ahead and try to clean up this match right here.
Ooh, okay. Was able to connect with those last few headshots, which did make a difference because that got a little bit dicey there. Ninja almost falling. He was dropped down to about 70 HP from 200 before that, taking that 1v1.
I don't think if Ninja did not have that gold armor, I think Ninja would have been dead.
It would have been very close.
Yeah, it would have been very close. So at that moment, while that was going down, they were able to clean up the free respawn that was flying in, and the score is just growing and growing. Ninja, King Richard, and Dizzy are on a terror in this match
24,
3.
and 40.
Really?
Between the 3 of them right now.
Big numbers. Again, Doc and Vis and Crafty are in. They're just starting match 3. So
Okay.
yeah, I just don't see it. I honestly don't see it happening, but I'm not going to count out the 2-time. It'd be wrong for me to count out the 2-time because I know that Doc, you know, the millions and millions in the arena, the ushers are going crazy trying to keep everyone at bay, but Dizzy is slowly building his own arena as well, my dude, and it is growing at a fever pitch.
It's a great story because before he started streaming Apex, before the game came out, you know, he kind of set himself like this challenge, right? Where his family gave him like 2 months essentially to try and make gaming work out for him.
You have no choice.
And
at that
now
point.
all of a sudden, he's just shot into the limelight. He's got 20,000 people watching his stream, subscribers coming out left and right, and now he's able to make gaming and esports his career. This is just an amazing story for this kid.
That's what you got to do, man. You got to put your name out there. You got to show up in these big-time tournaments just like he's doing right now, and like he did as well in the previous Twitch Rivals. He is putting on a show, and he's, look at that, a
101.
show of show. 101, 41. This is the second time this Devlin guy has been down, unless he's been queuing up trying to get the name for himself, but it's not happening. You're just adding yourself to the kill feed.
All dead.
And simply Cosmo, Devlin going out, the Naki all going down to the gun of the wingman from Dizzy.
It's surprising that Dizzy's holding on to this much heavy ammo. He's got three slots of it, which generally when you're running the wingman Peacekeeper, it's a very economical kind of loadout, right? You have maybe a stack, maybe 2 stacks of heavy ammo, and then of course 1 stack of the shotgun ammo. But instead, he's like, nah, I'm going to need these because I'm going to find a lot of people, and I just want to continue to hold W, so I'm going to have 3 stacks of it. I don't know if he's going to use all these bullets, but he plans to. He wants to try it.
To be honestly speaking, I think the wingman is a strong gun.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Apex, Respawn has to take a look at this gun. I mean, just to put in perspective, the longbow does 55 body damage at range. So you're telling me, and I'm going to be a proponent for the longbow. The longbow is a sniper, for crying out loud. It should be a lot stronger than that. Or they need to make the hand cannon of the wingman a little bit weaker. Wow, what a nice cleanup right there. Out of nowhere with a clothesline. Dizzy uses the Peacekeeper, being like Judge Dredd, keeping the peace in the streets.
Ninja is popping off this round, though. Take a look at that, 15 kills. He just had one stolen from him by Dizzy. He did all that damage. He put in an entire clip on the flatline and then a few shots on the Peacekeeper, and Dizzy just comes out of nowhere like, bah! And steals that one. But, it's a team game. It's a team game. Yeah, you imagine Ninja stole a few kills from Dizzy. Dizzy steals some from Richard. It just happens in this game.
I'm betting the damage output is over 1,500 in this match for everybody.
This one's crazy.
This one's nuts. This is one of those YouTube uploads. Like, let's go ahead and upload this to YouTube, guys, right now. With every zipline, every grappling hook, Ninja's just getting a little bit better. I mean, as you see, he's getting a little bit stronger here, getting the high ground here. Gonna use this flat line. Would like him to switch over to the single shot at that range, just to get the control of the shots a little bit. He does not have.
Yeah. I got 60 with an 8 on Gibraltar.
And we're gonna keep going right there.
So many nades coming out right now. Just a spray coming through with that flat line, able to connect. It's going to be Ninja taking out Engage, and it looks like both of the last final squads are here. 2 squads left.
Going all the way west is where they're going to be coming from.
Now they think they know what the rotation is. They did make their way all the way through that canyon, but it looks like they want to double back through it here. And so now they're making their way on back up.
I'm telling you right now, chat, I am XP at twitch.tv/esportsarena. Over 1,500, yes. Every player will have over 1,500 damage. That is my bold prediction. I'm calling it right now. It's going to happen.
They got a lot of people knocked.
They got
a lot of people to actually respawn.
Richard may not be over that 1,500 threshold with only 5 knocks, but maybe he put in a lot of work. Ninja right now just gets devoured by that devotion right there.
Gotta get this one.
Gotta get this W. And you heard before we came over to this feed, Crafty saying, these wins count for so much.
Yeah, that
it's
being
really
that
important
8-point
to get
stack
it.
is huge, man. Huge.
And the thing was, it's very difficult to try and figure out that
This is a great motor strike rolling. This is a great motor strike from Gibraltar.
Oh, they're taking so much damage from the zone right now. They're getting zoned out. The med kit will be able to get them back up to full, but they are being pressured now. The time is against them, and they're going to use the Wraith Portal to get out.
Yeah,
he might have to use it himself.
Rift. I think he's going to have to take it. This is the play right now, and then he's going to. Oh.
I have Phoenix kits and a bunch of med kits on that.
He's able to recover.
They're going to be right above me.
Ninja telling him that he has a whole bunch of things. He does have the gold armor, so he will be able to respawn himself. And man, they're going to make this crazy rotation. I mean, if he, what's the gold one that has the ability to fast scale? I believe the gold backpack, right?
Yeah.
The gold backpack. If he had that, that'd be able to make that run. This is the first time I've seen the dimensional rift. Dimensional rift.
It gives you that extra little bit of movement speed.
It's a mouthful.
Now, if you use the Q while you're in the ring, do you take damage during that?
No,
you don't. Okay, I'm surprised that he didn't use that in conjunction then.
Right.
At that point, but maybe he wants to use it to get out of the ring.
He's right
instead.
on the ring. He's right on the ring. And he's gonna be able to make it barely. And like Ninja called out, he's like, "Hey man, I got batteries, I got meds. Come get my body." And he picked up the gold armor. So that's gonna be very, very. He's gonna be stacked right now. He's just fine.
And they've got the respawn beacon right there too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be useful for them. Now they're trying to figure out how they can throw around these heals. Richie asking for some syringes because he doesn't want to use a med kit for about 20 HP there.
No,
There we go. The syringes
yeah.
will come in.
Yeah. I mean, Dizzy got a lot of stuff from Ninja right there. That was a great teammate call out from Ninja, letting him know like, hey, I got some good stuff coming to my box. Because you don't want to go to a box you do not know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a great play right there. They're making this crazy rotation. There's only 2 squads left.
Don't even smoke it. Don't even smoke it. Rich.
I'm not.
So he's gonna keep the
That's
smoke.
a smart call out.
see him?
Don't smoke it because that's the information that the other team needs to try and find them. They've even got a death box there. We don't know what's in it,
not gonna
but
be able to get it.
that's really great
20
for
seconds
Ninja coming
before
into this.
Right. And at least there's something, a purple item in there. And that's what's going to be really good. I mean, we cannot underestimate the game sense and game knowledge
Yeah.
of Ninja. I mean,
It's like
Ninja-
a precision. It's like a precision choke, but it's got an EVA 8 in there.
Yeah.
Like how troll would that be?
No, that would be. Or Mozambique.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what on board here in
Oh, he's
Ninja.
got 2 death boxes. That's great. Oh, so he's got the EVA 8.
EVA 8, but he has all the others here. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you cannot discount the game knowledge and the game's, the game experience
Yeah.
of Ninja in the Battle Royale.
These are some great boxes. There was an R301 in there. He got the flatline off of it, and the EVA 8. And the EVA 8, definitely not bad going into the late game. Took a chunk of damage coming out of that. Now they have to move on in.
Now it's the waiting game. I will have to say,
Yeah.
if this squad could beat the team King Canyon, that will be a huge accomplishment. You just might as well, tell your mom, tell your dad
You
that
put
you were
that on
able.
Snapchat. You put that on TikTok.
Put that on Instagram. Put that everywhere you want, because you are just stopped this crazy train has been flying down right through these Apex Legends tournament, and I don't, never mind. This
You
train
don't.
is-
Oh, they backed themselves into a corner. You have to remember that they got the knock on Ninja before this. They know which squad that they're playing against, or they should know because it's Ninja and Richie and Dizzy
yes.
knocking at your door coming in. Gibraltar, you've got nowhere to go. Richie sprays him down. He spots out the Wraith, and now they're on the hunt. They will finish them off. That's 6 games in a row for Kings Canyon.
I'm telling you, man, there was gonna be a nice Instagram story, a nice Twitter, moment.
Could have been.
That would have happened for that
Could have
squad,
been.
but no. Kings Canyon just shuts the door, and that's the tough part about being there. You can't really, hole up in this game. I mean, it's a lot different from all the other Battle Royale. The ability to, ping an area. Did I? I was 400.
Richie, so close.
400 HP off
Yeah.
my 1500 damage
That was
prediction.
so close.
So close. And I think that's going to be, that was match 3. I don't think Doc's team is going to.
They have to break the world record just to even try to, I believe, tie it up.
I don't think Doc's team is going to make it. I think they're going to be sent down to a lower bracket.
Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and check out some awesome replays that happened. Of course, the big
They've got the
matchup
trap. They're
between
chasing after them, going up the
DrDisrespect and
stairs.
Crafty, and
Dizzy,
then going up
well,
against,
Second person
King
in,
Canyon
but that's
here.
a threat on the.
That's your voice.
That's
going,
my voice.
That's your voice going
But
to work.
they had some crazy fights, and again, take a look, Richie. He put in some work in this round. RxStar out, barely misses that. Gibraltar, one of the bigger hitboxes in the game.
This was a
but
big moment because
yeah.
Richard had no ammo and Ninja was able to come in and save the day. And we're also seeing a lot of clutch moments from Dizzy. This was another moment that it was very close early on that Dizzy had to clutch this because Dizzy it was a 1v3 situation. Both Ninja and Richard were down, but Dizzy again able to clutch it to keep Kings Canyon alive and keep Kings Canyon with this impeccable win streak that's happening right now. I mean. Crafty said so himself, you cannot lose in this tournament because 8 points is a lot. We're talking 2 squads and almost 3 squads basically. That's enough to keep it going. And Kings Canyon has a momentum. They're this high bullet speed train just going right through this entire competition. And I think Doc's day is not over. He's gonna go down to the lower bracket. He can make his way through the losers final and come back into the grand finals. But I don't see this team dropping 2 in a row.
I don't see it either at this point. Dizzy putting up great numbers, and now, he's bought time for Ninja and for Richie to really wake up. You saw in that last game, Ninja came up with 15, maybe, was it 16? I can't quite remember, but hitting double digits there. Yep. And especially when you're in a lobby with Dizzy, it's difficult to hit the double digits when he's, just yoinking all the kills and just gobbling everyone up.
I mean, Ninja is splitting his time between, Apex Legends and Fortnite.
Yeah.
I think the more and more time that he feels comfortable with Pathfinder and feels comfortable with the Legends that maybe his teammates are not using, you're seeing Ninja wake up, and you're seeing Ninja put in the work and getting some nice work. He's making the nice flanks with the zipline. He's putting some nice grappling. He's figuring things out. I mean, Dizzy is locked in Wraith. Wraith and Dizzy are one.
That's his main. I mean, he's
That's
got
his main.
over 1 million damage on Wraith alone.
Over 1 million damage and over 5,000 kills. So I mean that's.
I remember I was watching his stream like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and he was like, someone asked on his stream, "Hey, who's gonna hit 1 million?" Me. Like there was no hesitation. Me. I'm gonna hit 1 million first, and he has.
He's just hitting it right now, and of course we're on checking out the highlights of Kings Canyon and Richard, and this was that clutch from Dizzy. I mean, so many clutches from Dizzy. I mean, seems like I'm on repeat, and that's what you need to take out Dizzy.
Yeah.
And again, if all these players were in the lobby, they would say Dizzy's the #1 guy you have to take out. He's the head of the snake, and everyone else is just following suit. But Ninja and Richard are doing their best to keep up with someone. When you have someone who's a high slayer, it makes you comfortable, and it makes you dangerous as well. So I think if Ninja and Richard put up 20 kills in rounds like this, like double-digit rounds, it's gonna be hard for a knock them out.
It definitely is, and we're even seeing some highlights coming out from the other side. Very respectable numbers.
And it was definitely a team effort from DrDisrespect the craft.
They're
Absolutely.
doing a good job across the board. They have very equal kill counts across all 3 players, from Crafty, from Viz, from Doc. But what do you do in the face of Dizzy, who's out fragging most of the lobby, most of this?
As one, right? The whole squad just frags out. I mean, it's hard to say. If they would have gone up against any other person in this tournament, they would have got the easy dub. They would have been like, wow, this team is slaying out. They're out of their mind. But then, you look at the top right corner, Dizzy score is just doing it. And again, let's take a look at the losers bracket as we gear that up, because now we're going to drop down to the lower bracket because King Canyon is going to advance to the grand final, so we're going to wait for all that to shake out on the bottom side of things. We have, Visions and High Distortion, Tempo and Wanted are going to go at it, so we're going to get that matchup very soon up to that. And of course, they're going to face that winner is going to face DrDisrespect's team. So we still have a little bit more action happen, and man, I'm just hyped. I'm so happy what's happening right now in this Apex Legends tournament. Not only the competitors are putting on a show, but again, shout out to the production team that we were able to literally jump between the 2 matches, like boom, 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 and we're
it's been nonstop action.
Nonstop action, man. Nonstop action.
That's just kind of how Apex goes, right? A lot of the times, there can be some lulls when you're playing a regular game, but when you're in these kill race kind of tournaments and you're just going balls to the wall, all we have is content.
Right.
It's just 100% content.
Right, and I have to give the shout out to the Respawn team. The Respawn team has created a great game because it organically flows. One of my biggest criticisms in Battle Royales, and I feel like what struggles the most, and I've said this so many times, is the mid-game. Mid-game can get very stale and slow, but what's happening with this Battle Royale, that mid-game is just it just flows so nicely from a beginning, middle, and end. You got a really nice story that's happening with these Battle Royale matches.
I've played a lot of games.
Right.
I would say that's an understatement, but I've played a lot of Apex Legends games. Right, and in the last week and a half, maybe in the last almost 2 weeks now, I've only had about 6 or 7 games that has been super slow, and then I have to try and hunt down one team that's camping in towards the end.
Right.
This game has really incentivized a lot of teams just to go ham, press W on each other, and just run at each other and go for the kills. And it's been a lot of fun playing all these matches.
You know what's also a lot of fun? Tetris 99. You should try that out.
Yeah.
Now that's a tough game. That's a hard game. I only did top 5. That's it, man. One day, Code Red, Tetris 99. Maybe? Let's take a break. We'll talk about it in the break. We'll come right back with more Code Red Apex Legends action.